So I told the guy, I said, don't sleep on Jake Land this year because he's going to have a great season. What did I just say, dude? What? Oh, dude, bro, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. What? I mean, be more careful who you sleeping on, man. That's good fantasy numbers right there. I walk in, get this. I walk in and he's sleeping on Jake Land. I just said, don't sleep on Jake Land. Didn't I? Didn't I just say that? Baseball's coming back, and I could just smell it around the corner. Can you smell it? Sizzling hot dogs, fresh cut grass, peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Look, I'm not going to waste your time any more than I already have. So this is my list of players to look out for in 2019 for your fantasy teams. All right, that's it. Come on, dude. You think I was going to do a video that short? No. Of course not, dude. This is the fantasy video. This is the money maker. This is the one where I get to spit some knowledge. Let's flash it back to last year. The hype is real candidate is Christian Yelich. Look at me. You're in Milwaukee. You're in a hitter-friendly park, and you're surrounded by guys who just absolutely destroy balls. That's Christian Yelich I'm talking about. Christian Yelich is gonna be the guy on that team. That's the MVP. He's gonna hit plenty of home runs. Did I not say it? I did. I say he's gonna make a case for MVP. Garrett Cole, I said he was an ace. What did he do? He put up ace numbers.
He was the ace for the Pirates for like 3 years.
His ERA last year was like 4, dude.
He was on the Pirates. He was pitching for a losing team.
So no, I'm not going to cut the video short. I'm actually going to do something different this year. I'm going to help you get to my level. I'm going to give you 5 keys on how to pick out quality players in 2019. Let me just bust out the old notes here. Forgotten prospect, winning teams, undervalued in small markets, vacant spots, and the passive grandpa. Those are my 5 tips. Let's dive into them. Number 1, we got our forgotten prospects. These are the guys like 4 years ago. They were number 1, number 2 in the top 100 prospect list, and they absolutely flopped. We're talking about the jerks and profiles. We're talking about the Byron Buxtons. Much like their numbers, their time in the spotlight slowly faded away. But guess what didn't? Their potential and their talent. And I'm telling you now, those former top prospects at the young age of 20 were not MLB ready. Guess what they are now? MLB ready. You could go with my guys, or you could find guys that you like personally, but that's one tip. Second tip, go for winning teams. Players on winning teams are going to put up the numbers. Believe it or not, fantasy is a numbers game. And what players are going to put up the numbers? Players on winning teams.
Obviously.
We take a look at Garrett Cole last season. On a terrible team, the Pittsburgh Pirates, moves over to the Astros and absolutely dominates. A winning team has an effect on a player like that. Third, undervalued in small markets. This might seem contradictory to my last topic, considering that teams that are in small markets are considered to be bad teams usually, but that's not true in baseball. Look at the Oakland A's. Look at the Tampa Bay Rays. Both were 90-win teams last year. Both were in small markets. One player on my list, Tyler Glasnow, had a spectacular second half when he got traded to the Rays, and I'm looking for him to build on that because he had electric stuff and he's still getting picked late in fantasy rounds. Point number 4. Vacant spots. We see a lot of free agents sign to new teams and a lot of players get hurt in the offseason. And as exciting as it is to imagine that player on the new team, you got to look at the old team and think, who is going to replace that guy? For instance, who is replacing Russell Martin on the Toronto Blue Jays? Might want to pick up that catcher. If Clayton Kershaw doesn't make the starting rotation because of his injury, who's going to replace him? Julio Urias? Hello? 98 in spring training? Yes, sir. My last and final tip for diamonds in the rough, and probably the most risky that you could possibly ever get, are the passive grandpas. We're talking about the Nelson Cruzes, the Albert Pujolses, the Miguel Cabreras, the Robinson Canos. Those guys that everyone is just letting go by round until it gets to you in the 12th, 13th round and you're like, I gotta fill a bench spot. I like to look at veterans who've had extended time off in the past, such as Miguel Cabrera and Troy Tulowitzki, despite that they're injury prone, because I think that they're well rested for the season, and I think the team will do anything in its power for them not to get injured again. What that says to me is that they can shine as if they're in their prime, but not have any pressure to play every day and get hurt. For me, I could platoon that guy off my bench. The risk you run is obviously decline in performance, and possibly the guy going on the disabled list and never coming off it. Those are my 5 tips for how to find diamonds in the rough, sleepers, and kind of a justification for my list. But remember, at the end of the day, go with your gut. You're the only one that's going to have to live with your fantasy team, so might as well pick the guys that you like. Watch spring training games. Don't watch just the highlights. Watch the games, watch how they're swinging. Watch how they approach each at-bat. Watch how they face solid pitching, because that's going to be the best indication for you. Which leads me to these guys. I just like these guys. I have no reason why I like these guys, other than I seen them play, and I like the way they play. I like the way they carry themselves on the team, and I think they're going to do good this year. That's all for the video, but if you like this video and you like the swag I got going on, well, I got something for you. Use promo code BSBLBRO for 10% off baseball lifestyle apparel and 25% off your first Play Crate purchase. If you don't want to buy any of that, but you still want to support this channel, I got a Patreon. No one's donating yet, so I don't expect anything from you. If you're broke like me, then like, share, comment on the video, and that'll help me a lot. I know this video didn't really go with the traditional Triples Alley show that I've been setting a precedent for, but it's fantasy baseball. I had to do it. What else could I say? If you want to see another video where I dive into more fantasy advice, let me know in the comment section below. That's all I got for you guys. Enjoy your day, whatever. I don't know. What are you doing right now? Seriously.